This video on factoring is going to look at a couple of special factoring situations. Now, I could factor this the same way that we factored in the past. I took the 36. I don't have a number in front of x squared, so I can just use 36. And I know the factors of 36 that'll make or add up to 12x are 6 and 6. Notice that I have the same factor, x plus 6, x plus 6. So I could write this as x plus 6 squared. And if you write it as x plus 6, that's fine too. Okay, let's do another one. X squared minus 9. Notice that there is no middle term. That's the bx term. Okay, the factors of 9 are 1 and 9, 3 and 3. I'm looking for two numbers that'll make 0 because really the middle term is 0. Okay, so I have x minus 3, x plus 3. Let's check. The 3x plus the negative 3x will give me 0, and the negative 3 times 3 will give me 9. Notice that one way of thinking about this is that the square root of 9 is 3, and two 3's, one positive, one negative, will give me a 0. Okay? All right, so again, we're looking at ax squared plus bx plus c. Think about all the details here. The bx is the 0 part. Okay? If it doesn't look like this, it won't work this way. All right, we're going to do a little bit, one that's a little bit more difficult. Okay, I'm going to take the square root of 4, square root of 49. Remember, that is what I did in order to figure out the trick, okay? Because I want two numbers that are going to add up to 0, and they're going to have to be positive and negative when I do this, okay? My issue is that I have a 4 in the front. And if we work this the way we did in the last video, we'd have to say 4 times 49, which is going to be a pretty big number. And we could do that, that'd still work that way. However, we're going to use this little square root trick. Okay, so I've taken the square root of 4 and the square root of 49. I put my x's in the front. Okay, now the numbers that are going to go in the front are going to be whatever the square root of 4 is. So I'm going to put a 2 in the front of both of them so I can make a 4x squared. And the 7 is actually the square root of 49. But remember, one of them has to be positive and one of them has to be negative. Let's check. So it's 4x squared minus 14 plus 14 will give me 0, and that gives me a negative 49 at the end. Okay. Here's another example. X squared plus 16. Now, there is no middle term. The bx part is 0. Remember that you want two numbers that multiply to 16 but will make 0. Is there any way that I can make 0 with two positive 4's? Because they have to be positive in order to make a positive 16. No, this is not going to work. If I put in a positive 4 and a positive 4, I will get a 4x and a 4x. And if I add two 4x's together, they make 8x. One has to be positive and one has to be negative. In other words, if you see this, that trick's not going to work. This plus has to be a minus. Okay? This expression is actually not factorable. Real quick, if I were to graph that 16 is going to be a parabola that's moved all the way up to 16. It is not crossing the x-axis, so there are no solutions for this. That's another reason why it's not factorable. Okay? I need a real number. All right, that's it for this video.